Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the O Bros channel. I've got a topic today from one of my family members. I'm going to withhold the name for privacy purposes, but it's going to go something like this. I'm going to be reading this. Okay. The topic is easy cheating with absolutely no regard to someone else's feelings. Okay. Which that means there's a lot of narcissistic people out here. So let's get through this as quickly as I possibly can. So the scenario is that my husband travels for work. He is encountering people who openly cheat. They claim that they're supportive at home in every way, meaning faithful, and they're taking care of the home front. Her husband encounters many people who openly had admitted to cheating, or in explanation had expressed that, hey, it's okay to cheat on your spouse or girlfriend because he's a traveling guy. The mentality that is encountered is I got mine and no one is looking. What they don't know won't hurt them, right? Let's dig deeper and break this question down a little bit more and throw a little bit more information your way. The question cannot come at a more appropriate time with the news showing more than 3 million people and cheating spouses are currently on Ashley Madison's website. There are more websites out here for cheaters, click teasers, and weirdos to fulfill their lustful sins or to fulfill filth that's in their minds. If there are men and women out here who agree with this and allowing this to happen in their marriages, guys, you must have placed your balls in a box and kicked them into the back of a closet. Yes, I just insulted 3 million plus people all at one time. Ask me if I care. So the question is why does people cheat? And we'll put this in there. Well, for various reasons: loneliness, toxic influences, people who are just plain jackasses and cannot control their sexual desires. It's almost like they are like an animal, and it's just something that is just supposed to happen and just screw anything that walks. They cannot commit themselves to anything long term and never finish anything in their lives. This can mean finishing anything other than the relationships. They have an abusive past, or they are just plain unhappy, or they have an emotional or physical abusive spouse. Really, what it boils down to is who became selfish first. Let's look at the title you will receive. Men, you're more likely to be called a cheater, and a woman is going to be more likely labeled as a slut. This happens according to popular social beliefs and what our society has adopted. Men, or should I say your manly bitches or your beta males with fragile egos, the more fragile they become in the relationship, the more subjected they are to cheat. It is important, ladies, as much as you like praise and to be catcalled by men, so do men. Okay? Men more likely are to engage in outside sexual activity. Women are better at covering up cheating and being manipulative in covering the act up. You hear all the time how men and women are found out later that they have a love child or had various sex partners, or they've cheated on their spouses or their boyfriends or whatever the case is. This is our society in which we live in. So why do women cheat? She feels unappreciated and you don't pay attention to her. She craves intimacy and you're only thinking with your penis and not enough spooning. She is bored. You are making her feel lonely. Just because you're married or committed in a relationship does not mean you stop dating or courting your woman. She feels like you're not loving her and unappreciative. Or she feels that she's not fully loved or appreciated. Some women are narcissistic, and so are some men. Emotionally, men and women are immature, depending on the person, and expect small details to be filled. This includes women sometimes fall into this rut where this includes like the mind reader mentality. You should know what I'm thinking at all times. Really, what I would like to know, women, is you remind me when the world becomes perfect and you gain a God power like telepathy. She has an intimacy problem, what I call mommy and daddy issues, or sexually abused, which can be related to a sex addiction caused by various childhood traumas. She has a boyfriend, husband, exes, or any type of issues of that variety, let's hope that's not the case, okay? Because that's immature. She has a toxic influence and maybe a cheating friend or someone on the side. She has a workplace love affair. The other man is more attentive emotionally or sexually attractive. So let's go over to the guys. So why do men cheat? We plainly are emotionally not involved in you as the woman or in the relationship. Or we have just simply lost interest. You may have influences just like women, like a friend that's toxic or a person that influences them. You have a workplace love affair. And here's the realization of this, guys and women, is that you spend 5 to 7 to 8 to 10 hour days at your place of employment. It creates the perfect environment to spend the most time with the other person or the opposite sex. Maybe she's more physically and emotionally attractive. Maybe he's had sex with her. You need to have your guard up at all time, men and women that are committed. There are a lot of people out here with hidden agendas that want you and will stop at nothing to get to you, and they don't care if they destroy your relationships or not, as long as they get theirs. So the no regard portion. Our society has thrown out traditional morals, and a lot of those morals are in most of our religious contexts that is readily available. It's okay, everyone's doing it. It won't hurt the other person or they won't find out. It's your selfishness presented to you. I have never met someone who has cheated that has successfully gotten away with it without destroying their own relationships. These people could be your family, friend, lover, wife, husband, your pastor, your local organizations, and the list goes on and on. Eventually it comes out. Your selfishness consumes your mind. The constant worry, will the person find out? Those closest to you will see your physical and mental displays every day, and eventually it comes up and everything becomes eventual. Another thing our society has adopted is that there's no consequence anymore. Years ago, you would have been heavily frowned upon by society, and it was a morally shameful act. Today, it's just given to whatever feels right, and that's the reason why, in my opinion, divorce has become so easy. Love is irrational, okay? I think it comes down to when the elation of the love wears off, all the clouds in the sky, and the emotion is good, people become selfish when it wears off. They come back down to reality. They find out that the relationship is actually work and effort. This is why so many relationships end. Selfishness and unwilling to work on each other and to commit. Relationships, marriages have all become disposable over why things in a selfish manner. Don't get me wrong, if you're getting abused, you need to get out. If the person is cheating, you need to get out. When I say abuse, this could be a smorgasbord of a lot of things. It could be physical or emotional or verbal. In closing, so we live in the world where commitment is not what it used to be. Why people cheat is because of selfish reasons. The comparison between why women and men cheat is very comparable. We are animalistic in nature of feelings and desires. We each adopt the feelings of morals in the systems of life, or we adopt the feelings of moral in a free-based lifestyle. It's free will, and everything is a choice in life. Think of yourself as a moral compass, and this is what my suggestion would be. If you're into morals, not everybody's into morals. You need to ask yourself the question, what direction are you going with your moral compass? Where is it pointing you? If you have an influence, which this is what it sounds like, meeting people that are openly willing to cheat, these people are negative and you need to get away from them. They have no direction other than where their crotch is leading them. What's wrong with them? Various things, and they are supposed to be here in this life. They are there because of the choices they chose, and the same is with you. are you where you are where you are because of your choices. They chose, and it's simple, life circumstances did not place them there. No, they chose, and it's simple, life circumstances did place them there because they chose that way. A lot of people in odd situations and harder situations have overcome the impossible life situations because they just said, no, I don't want to live this way anymore. It's all about a choice. These toxic people that you encounter, just tell them to get lost. They are sap-sucking, life-draining, and they are the essence of filth and negativity. You are more than welcome to indulge in these people. However, there is always a consequence to your actions. Look at their appearance. Are you seriously wanting to mirror yourself? So in closing, where's your moral compass pointing you?